News 8's America's 250 Red, White, and You campaign honors Americans who make up the fabric of our nation. And tonight, we're taking you to Indiana, where one scientist is asking a pretty big question on this big birthday. Are we alone in the universe?
So Dustin Grove introduces us to this astrophysicist using the most powerful telescope ever built to find out.
As America celebrates its 250th birthday, the spirit of exploration that once pushed pioneers across a continent is now reaching across the universe.
Oh, and then look at this. Look at when I zoom in there.
And Danny Milisavljevic couldn't be more excited.
Oh, I was giddy, I was crazy. There's lots of places where you can track where the spacecraft is along the way.
He's an astrophysicist at Purdue University.
I like to describe it as I study how stars live and die.
Exploding stars. The explosions he studies don't just light up the sky, they forge the elements that make planets and even life possible. And Professor Dan and his students are using the James Webb Space Telescope to see deeper into space and further back in time than ever before.
I mean, I called up a colleague, and in real time, we were just kind of awestruck that all the years of work was coming together, and it far exceeded what we could ever imagine.
From the Apollo astronauts who trained here at Purdue to today's space telescopes, Danny Milisavljevic is continuing what's really always been a big part of the American dream, a drive to discover what's next.
Space exploration is a tremendous part of that legacy.
A legacy his students are learning about up close.
We're all explorers. We are on the ground, but we are using the telescope deep into space. The big telescope, the James Webb. And then those are actually the cutting edge technology of our entire human species to observe everything that people have never seen before.
As you look to the next 250 years, what discoveries in space excite you the most?
Oh, goodness. That's a big question to ask.
But it didn't take long to answer.
Certainly, I'm also excited for the next generation of telescopes that will be able to really probe down on the possibility of life elsewhere in the universe.
Life on other planets.
You think we'll find out in the next 250?
Don't quote me on this. I think we're going to have some results that really make us think about what's going on. In the near term, I think the closest we'll get to actually discovering some form of life will be in our own solar system. Maybe in the next 250 years, we'll see something beyond our solar system.
Danny doesn't just spend his time in the lab, he also takes the lessons he's learned into the community to stargazers young and old.
Space is fun, and I think as citizens of the universe, everybody should spend some bit of their time understanding our place in the universe.
As America turns 250, the next frontier isn't across a continent, it's across the cosmos.
Amazing. And if you are interested in seeing more stories about Americans making a difference in our communities, as well as those who have risked their lives overseas for their neighbors at home, you can stream them now on our CBS 8 app. Stream now on your TV for free.